One of the Igbo elders has stepped out again. This time around, fire is coming out of his mouth. He said Peter Obi actually helped Bola Ahmed Tinubu to win this election. He said getting Southeast is not enough for you to win and become president of Nigeria. He said Peter Obi simply destabilized PDP, destabilized Atiku Abubakar, and gave chance to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Welcome once again to this channel. If you're just coming across it, tap on the subscription button. If you're a returning subscriber, I say thanks for returning. If you have been here with us, I say thank you for being here and for returning. Please do something for this channel. Like, share is very important. Now, a lot of people are not happy with anyone who speaks negatively or say anything about Peter Obi. Yes, we understand it because people want change. But that does not mean that we should not go back to the drawing board to see where the lacunas, the pit, and things that needs to be dealt with. If not, you will just be, most of the people who are, supporting Peter Obi are like activists. You will just be an activist. You take action, but you do not reflect. Let us reflect. You need to study your enemy. You need to study the mountain that you wish to climb. What are the tactics? This Igbo man, an elder statesman, he has a lot to say. He said Peter Obi made some mistakes. He said Peter Obi felt that because he needed to achieve, he needed to do what he wants to do, he threw away certain people, thinking that those people were there to just corrupt him. Those people were there to tie him down. He wants to be a superhero, not knowing that it is not easy for you to climb the ladder. You have to hope that there are people who will be down there to help you, and not just the masses alone. There are certain people. Now, I know that some people do not agree to this. They say, no, why can't he come out as an independent candidate and vie for the position of the president? What else? He has done the job. Why does he need to liaise with some corrupt individuals who want to appear as godfathers? Well, yes, that is what it is. Peter Obi did not want to have a godfather. He wants to appear as a man who is independent of this. Now, did this go well? Did the election finally result to Peter Obi becoming the president? Well, we are going to hear from this elder statesman. He said that Peter Obi has created a situation where Igbo businesses in the southwest of Nigeria will suffer. That even in the north, Igbo businesses will suffer because once Bola Ahmed Tinubu steps in, there are certain things that will begin to go wrong, and you will be shocked. Same way this regime, a lot of things are going wrong, and you can only complain. Nobody can kick Buhari out until he's done with his time. So 8 years of hardship. But is this how it's supposed to be? Let us listen to what he has to say.
The Peter Obi saga is a young man I love so much. I don't think politically anybody has done for him what I did. I was chairman of PDP and declared on national television that he was the one who won the election and not Chris Ngige. And Obasanjo and the national chairman then called me on emergency. I said, what did I do this? And I explained to them why I did what I did. By the time I said that, I didn't know whom Peter Obi was. A few days later, he came to my house with now late Chief Jacob Nwokolo, one prominent Anambrarian one prominent Anambrarian from Abagana. And he said, you mean you have not met? I said, I've never seen him. I'm just seeing him for the first time. What I just told you, I said it about 2-3 months ago at the PDP zonal meeting in Enugu. Peter Obi was sitting down, our 2 governors were sitting down, and every other prominent person. I said, I address issues based on facts. Because I looked at the behavior pattern of Chris Ngige. I said, no, we knew what we did to make him governor. And you cannot steal from those who stole for you and run away. That was how they attempted to abduct him. But that aside, Peter was handed over Abga by Chief Odumegwu Ojukwu. The concept of Ojukwu doing that was for him to organize the rest of the Igbos. That it is now, it appears to him impossible that we can get anything out of this country. Let us look inwards, like the Chinese did, and develop our place. Use the resources, human and material God has given us, and develop our place. Leave Nigeria for the moment. Because like if you go to Ecclesiastes 3, 1-9, it tells you there's a time for everything under the sun. Peter's presidency, exciting to me, because I know him personally. Achievable is what I want him to prove. Because what he's doing now is what he would have done a year ago. And I mean consultation. We have 5 governors, 2 APC governors, 2 PDP governors, and 1 ABGA governor. They all have candidates for the various elections coming up next year. Peter is running for presidency. He now has candidates in all those elections. So people are now asking us, disobedient, where do we stop disobedience? Is it on Peter or on the candidates following him down the line? This is why he now has problem in the Southeast. Because if he had had consultation with his colleagues, they would have sat down to say, now, Peter, what is the achievability of what you're looking at? Because of my interest in him, I had to go to the north. I went to the 3 zones in the north. I had the singular privilege, with due humility, that I have been state chairman of 2 national parties. I did the June 12th election as chairman of NRC in Anambra State. I was chairman of party as Ngige was governor. 2 critical stages in the life of Anambra people. So I went calling all my friends in the north. What is the possibility of my brother becoming president? And they laugh at me. They say, is it the one you people are doing on internet? You win on internet. What did you people do in Osun State? Where they had a candidate who ran for governorship, only won his polling booth, lost his ward, lost his local government, not to the rest is history.
How does that affect the
well, what I'm saying, that is where the sympathy begins. This is an indigent. If they couldn't trust their own son who was running for governor, what is their business with Peter? Because the last program I had here, I warned about Igbo-nizing or Yorubanizing or Fulanizing the process. That is now where we're going to. The Igbo traders in Lagos closed market to register to vote for Peter. Now Yorubas are reorganizing. The Fulani houses are reorganizing. That was what I discovered in the north. So, and I was wondering, how then will he win? Assuming he gets most of the vote in the southeast, where will the other votes come to give him 25% in at least 24 states?
Hold on. I want you to attentively listen to the next sentences that this Igbo elder statesman is going to utter. This is very important, very, very important. We have to make sure that we dot all the I's and cross all the T's. It's very important that we listen. And of course, I'm sure that Peter Obi might respond to some of these things, because these are what will shape, it will shape the character of whoever you are talking about. It will shape the character of the person that you want to be, that you are saying you want him to be president of Nigeria. There are a lot of things that needs to be looked into. Peter Obi has touched on 1 or 2 things. He said, everyone is selling his or our market. It means I will tell you what you want to hear. That's 1. Then 2, Peter Obi has also shown us his records that is out there. Anyone that wants to fight it, let them come out to fight it. He has shown records. Some say, oh, his decisions are not all right. How can you keep money? If keeping money is the only thing that he did, well, it is better than stealing, isn't it? That's it. And another thing, Peter Obi, till date, the money that eventually came out, the story of the money that he hid somewhere abroad, a lot of money in dollars, millions of dollars hidden somewhere. When people hide money abroad, hide money offshore in other people's name, you know what it means? It means they don't want you to track. They don't want you to see. They don't want you to know the total source of that money. That's also another problem that we cannot just throw away, because we are angry with APC, angry. But people just felt like, okay, Peter Obi seems to be the lesser devil of all of the candidates. They don't even trust Sowore. Maybe Sowore might be the best candidate because he doesn't have any stain yet. I use the word yet. Let us listen more to what the elder statesman has to say.
Now, and Peter, until recently, was the top member of PDP. He was the leader of PDP in Anambra State. And up to now, he's our leader. He hasn't told us that he has left us. He hasn't officially told, at least he hasn't told me. And we haven't nominated a new leader. He's our leader.
Even though you see on TV...
I see on TV he's running for president. He hasn't called me personally, as close as I am with him. He hasn't called me personally.
But he did resign.
Well, that is his business. There are processes he has to do locally before going national. Because people have suffered for him. People have taken risk on his behalf. With the least we expected him to do is to call us on a meeting. You don't need to offer lunch and say for reasons 1, 2, 3, 4. Because we started getting worried. When Atiku was declaring in Abuja here, Peter Obi attended the declaration. Not only did he attend, he took up the microphone and said Atiku was the greatest human being to unite Nigeria. He gave 4 adjectives supporting Atiku. And people started asking me, does he want to be vice presidential candidate again? I said, I don't have an answer. 2 days after, he went and declared his own presidency. Campaign will start next month. I want to, when people ask him, of all the positive adjectives he used on Atiku, how then will you start comparing yourself with him? How then do you start saying you perform better? Then, when you have said the best things anybody could say about a candidate. In fact, he did the election for Atiku Abubakar. So the danger of what he's doing, if our people are sympathetic to true vote for him, it's equivalent to voting for Tinubu. Because to touch a core part of PDP, which is the Southeast, and they vote for Peter, and there's no way that vote leads us to victory, it's an advantage to Tinubu to win. Because I don't see the hard points of APC where he's going to touch. First election has happened in Oshu, they failed woefully. The votes he will get in Lagos will be called Igbo votes. They might be up to 20, 25%. Put the date I'm saying this today and see what the rest of Yorubas will do when election. Because for them now it's turning tribal. Every group is now defending their own people. So if we assume we defend Peter, where will he lead us to? We'll be removed more from the government, we will not be part of the system. But in PDP, not only is Atiku positive for us, he's marrying an Igbo woman, has about 4 or 5 children from her, and we have an Igbo adage, not going bushie, your in-law is your God or your chi. That's that once you marry a woman from Igbo land, you're part and parcel of us. And here's a vice presidential candidate, brilliant medical doctor, former senator, Fana Saba, called Igbo boy. So at least we have, my people say, if you can, instead of your cow running away from you, if it's the tail, cut it and hold it and know that at least you have part of the cow. In APC, we have no touching point at all. But like I said, I spoke with 2 or 3 governors before I came into Abuja yesterday, and I asked them, please, for the sake of our people, call you 5 governors, sit down and call Peter to a meeting. The 5 of you with him. Let him tell you people, there might be things he knows that we don't know. To tell you people how he will use our votes to get votes from other parts of the country to win. And I'm asking our senators, please, 15 of you from the Southeast, call Peter Obi and sit him down. Let him tell us how, he's not a personal thing. Presidency is not a local government chairman or running for governor. You're talking of being president of the whole Federal Republic of Nigeria. And your people must be seen to be behind you, seriously, because he's a very competent, credible person. So if there's nothing he's hiding somewhere, so why is he doing this alone? I have not seen one prominent Igbo man, not one, that has joined him either in visiting any states, and he's only visiting PDP governors. I haven't seen him with any APC governor yet. If I'm wrong, I apologize. So what I'm saying is that if that vote will be given, if it is given to him, it's not managed to victory, it becomes a serious detrimental effect to Igbos elsewhere in this country, especially those trading in Alaba market and other markets in Lagos.
From all indications, it will seem as if you don't see the chances.
Not one day.
Not for one day. Not for one day. That is a very strong and powerful one. Well, let us see what Peter Obi will be responding about this. It is not an easy thing, particularly if people from your own part are not in support of your ambition. It's going to be a very difficult one. But Peter Obi was able to get results because it's not about one person, it's about a lot of people. And Peter Obi was able to get something from the Southeast. Not something, he got a lot from the Southeast of Nigeria. He got votes from Nigeria. In fact, he claimed that he got 53% of the vote all over Nigeria and that he was robbed. That is what he claimed. What are your thoughts about this one? What do you think? What's your reaction to this Igbo elder statesman? What do you think? Do you think he's making sense or he's talking rubbish? Drop your comment in the section below. Do not forget to like and share this video. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel. See you in the next one.